What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Burrow77 coming to you live to talk Brazil versus Colombia. This should be a banger match. I think this one's going to be a lot of fun. Two talented teams here. Brazil is definitely the favorite at plus 100, minus 105. But Colombia should be able to hold their own here. You got Luis Diaz there, who should be kind of their main focal point. Again, he was tied a couple of last Copa America, I believe, for Golden Boot for a while there. You got Vinny Jr., who is my Madrid homie with Rodrigo. You got Paqueta, who we cleaned up on. You got Rafinha, who's a black fucking hole of disappointment and jacks from outside the box with absolutely nothing going on frame and no even real threat to score there. I appreciate Rafinha for his willingness to talk about some mental health stuff and be a decent player, but he's on Barcelona and he's not very good, so I'm gonna blaze him here for that. What's going on, No Round Brown? Appreciate you tuning in, my man. I wanna preface this with you should have lower expectations in this match for Brazil playing Colombia than you did last match when they played somebody like Paraguay or when they played Costa Rica. Now, that said, I'm going directly back to the Paqueta shots. Well, it's just been too profitable not to. Paqueta, 2 or more shots in the first half. It's down to plus 210 now. Wow, I grabbed that at plus 270. 3 or more shots in the first half, plus 750. Definitely don't hate that. Again, I think Rafinha steals a little bit of his volume. But if Brazil stays attacking up the left-hand side, Vinny will find him. He's going to be lurking as the number 10, kind of sitting back a little bit more than Rodrigo, Vinny, and Rafinha, who will be crossing to him in the middle there. I definitely like it. Both teams to score. Yeah, I like both teams to score here. This Brazil backline is definitely good. I'm a big fan of Militao. Obviously, he's a Madrid player. I think Marquinhos has been playing well. I think Danilo is the captain back there, is quality. Gomes and Guimarães in the midfield are a little questionable, but I don't necessarily love throwing what's his name in there? Is it Luis Diaz? No, that's the guy for Colombia. What the hell's his name? The guy who plays for West Ham and is maybe getting traded to Juventus. Yeah, it looks like that deal's done. Douglas Luiz. I don't necessarily love throwing him in there with Rafinha, Paqueta, Vinny, and Rodrigo in the midfield because he's another dude who balls. He needs an opportunity to shoot too. So that's just another mouth to feed. And I think he's not super great defensively, but that'll probably change now that he's going to Juventus. We'll see. How do I feel about Rodrigo? 2 first half shots. I like it. I just don't know. I don't necessarily love the price point. Plus 115, actually. Yeah, go ahead and take it. I like Rodrigo to shoot twice in the first half. Eddie, let me check and see how many. I think he's done it in both matches, but give me a second. I'll be able to confirm here in a second. Rodrigo stats for this tournament. Versus Paraguay, he had 2 shots, 1 in the first half, 1 in the second half. And I gotta assume he made it. He made it rain here with shots versus Costa Rica. 6 shots, 3 in the first half, 3 in the second half. So yeah, I like Rodrigo. 2 first half shots. If the first half's a draw, I think it's a 1-1 draw. I think we see a goal in the first half here for sure. Nice jersey. Appreciate you, Cobes. Thanks for tuning in, man. No, I am not watching that game. I did see Berger went yard in the first inning, and then I saw we tied it up with a homer. As I was checking my phone notifications after my workout there, when I was heading to the pool to kind of rinse off, and then just came back here and got ready to stream. I'm looking for Crawford for a 5th K. I know Ronaldo Lopez had 3 in the first inning, so if I can get Crawford and Lopez 5 Ks or 6 on the straight lines, that would be ideal. So I've been a little bit off of my baseball game recently, just with the focus on these tournaments, and I'm probably going to take the next couple of days off. We got no. This is it. This is it for the round of 8, guys. Getting out of groups tonight for Brazil, Colombia, and Paraguay. Who's Paraguay playing? Costa Rica. Yeah, I like Paraguay on the money line, by the way. That was a bird play. I agree with him. Costa Rica is rebuilding. They don't have a lot here, so I'm not going to get too involved in the player prop market there. We can talk about it if you guys have questions. I didn't make a graphic for it because I was feeling kind of lazy, to be honest with you, and kind of spent from today, so I didn't make a graphic for it, but I do like Paraguay on the money line. James to score or assist plus 210. What do you think? Jesus. I mean, you gotta give me more than James to work with. James Rodriguez, I'm assuming you're talking about. Over here, captain for Colombia. Yeah, I can see that to score or assist, captain. He's got to be the PK taker, right? He took the PK last game, right? No, they let Luis Diaz take it. I mean, yeah, I don't mind it. I'll tell you what, though. When Colombia eventually subs Asprilla on, I'm gonna take his shots for sure. So yeah, that I like Asprilla when he comes on as a sub for a live shots play. I don't mind James Rodriguez to score or assist. I like Luis Diaz to score again. I have him as the top goal scorer for Colombia. He's currently not the top goal scorer for Colombia, and I'd like him to hit that. So, and a plus 400 for a goal, that just seems way too high. Plus 410 over on FanDuel too. So I like Luis Diaz. If you want to take him to score or assist, I'm fine with that too. But I'm going back to the Paqueta well. Even at plus 210, it opened at plus 270 and got bet down pretty heavily here. Rightfully so, because he has been taking up a ton of volume. And just to scratch a $5 itch I had, I took Paqueta 2 shots on target and parlayed it with Luis Diaz. Paqueta 2 shots first half and Luis Diaz 2 shots first half. And then I might have thrown a cup of coffee on them both to have 3. I don't know if it happens this game, but that's what I like. I just had to do it. 2 guys that have cashed me some pretty big tickets over the last couple of days. So I will say I like Marquinhos here to take a shot. Let's see what his 1 shot number is. Marquinhos at -110 over on FanDuel. I think that's a good shot for his full game. He's a big target when they get set pieces. He had a shot early in the first half last game off of a corner. He had a couple more looks. He had one more shot, but it was end up getting called offsides. So I do like Marquinhos as a target guy in the box here. Danilo likes to shoot from the back line too. You can get Marquinhos at +110 over on DraftKings. I definitely like that. Danilo's not listed there. He's -105 on FanDuel. So I like both of those looks for guys on the back line, and it's target dudes for set pieces. I mean, there's no way Vinny's to score an assist. To score or assist is a playable number, right? I mean, they'd be dumb to do that. I kind of like his assist straight up again, too. +290. Let me see here. Because if Vinny's a plus number to score or assist, that kind of has to be an auto bet. It's +110 on FanDuel. I kind of gotta bet that. Like, that's my dog. Everybody knows it. And if I'm not holding that ticket, I'm gonna catch a bunch of shit for it on Twitter. So yeah, I'm gonna play Vinny to score or assist at +110. Thoughts about Brazil win and Vinny one shot on target as a Bet365 super boost. I like it. Let me check the group standings really quickly. Colombia's already through. Costa Rica's not winning this fucking game. So, yeah, Brazil. I can see them winning here. I can see Colombia maybe going with a shorter rotation if this starts to get physical or out of hand. But these guys hate each other, so they might just leave the starters on and run it up the entire match. This is a tough tournament with a lot of grudges. There's a lot of stuff that goes into what goes on here in South American footy, and I don't know. I do like it, Wanners. I think that's super good value. I mean, Brazil on the money line is barely even +100 anymore. So yeah, I like it. I think Brazil can win this game. I don't think there's a team in this tournament Brazil shouldn't win against. So yeah, I like it. I'm expecting Rodrigo to turn up here after having a horrible game last game. I think Rodrigo can get a shot on target at +135. I agree with the shot on target. I don't agree that he had a horrible game. I think that everybody is way too fucking critical of Rodrigo when it comes to, a little bit of a scoring slump and drought he's had. He's getting into very dangerous areas. He's getting the ball. He's doing all the right things. He presses like a motherfucker every time he's off the ball. He cuts out passes. He's absolutely an elite at Madrid. I tell everybody who I see from Madrid Twitter that's like, we need to start Brahim Diaz instead of Rodrigo next year. You're fucking stupid, dude. Brahim Diaz is great off the bench. And he's great as a spark plug, and he's great as a guy who's going to come in and give you a bunch of effort for 15 minutes. He's also a complete walking turnover, who couldn't get a starting job at AC Milan. So, look, I like Brahim Diaz. I think that he's a good young talent, and he's got a lot more to learn. Rodrigo is an elite level talent that does everything, has a complete game, and that's why he starts for Madrid. The scoring's going to come and go in bunches. I like him for a first half shot on target. Sure, absolutely, Fernando. I think that's a really good number you have too at +135. Look, guys are going to go through scoring droughts. You got to look at the chances created. You got to look at the opportunities they're having. And sure, do you want a little more clinicalness out of Rodrigo? Absolutely. Am I down on Rodrigo at all? No, not a chance. Rodrigo's a walking bucket. He ain't going nowhere. So yeah, I like Rodrigo for a shot on target first half. I can definitely get behind that. Speaking of shots on target first half, Vinny's plus 105, Rodrigo plus 135, Rafinha plus 150. If you like Rodriguez, he's plus 260. Anybody to hit the frame here in the first half is plus money. So you really can't go wrong with that. I think we see 5 or 6 shots on target here first half between both teams combined. So throw your darts. Throw your darts. You can definitely get them. Players to have a shot on target outside the box. If this doesn't scream Rafinha, plus 175, I would expect a little bit better of a number there. Combined shots on target, that's a little bit much. Shot on target each half, shot on target header, shot on target from outside the box, Rafinha plus 200 over on DK. That's okay. That's much better than plus 175. So yeah, if you like Rafinha to put a shot on target from outside the box, plus 200 on DK is a nice little number there. Yeah, absolutely. I can see Brazil's goalkeeper getting 3+ saves tonight. Who they got next? They got Geraldo Becker in net tonight. I don't hate that. They're giving David De Gea the night off. Or no, I got Alisson over here and not Becker. So, I mean, if Alisson's in net, we know what he's capable of. He's an absolute monster. I don't know why they have Becker back there. I don't think he's even on the team. Their backup is Rafael from Sao Paulo. So I don't know what this graphic's showing. It's certainly not Becker back there in net. It's Alisson. So yeah, I like Alisson's a monster. So yeah, give me his saves. Run that. 6 saves from USA. Yeah, I mean, look, the USA played well in that match. I'm not gonna try and take anything away from him, but Alisson, okay, well, he literally has Alisson on the back of every fucking kit he wears, so, yeah, I mean, Costa Rica didn't even get a shot on target that match, did they? Costa Rica just sat in that low block with 11 men behind the ball and didn't try to do anything except for stop Brazil, which is fine. They had 1 shot on goal. So with no saves, that is... So he had one save versus Costa Rica, depending on what stats you look at. So yeah, that's kind of it, guys. I don't hate Vargas for saves either. If you want to go that route, we've seen Brazil struggle to be clinical and to finish stuff. So Vargas at minus 140 is a straight line, is probably a little bit of a reach. I don't have bet 365, so I can't do more than 4 saves. But yeah, if you like Alisson to have 3 saves at plus 120, I like that a lot. I can get behind that all day. If you want to ladder him to 4 saves too, I definitely don't hate that. Again, I'm focusing on Luis Diaz. I don't hate Rodriguez either. I think that as the captain, or Cordoba, I think Lerma. I think Lerma playing the 10 back here isn't a bad look for shots either. I gotta assume who's the set piece taker here? Is it Rodriguez? Is Rodriguez the set piece taker for Colombia? What up, 8Ball? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Give me a second while I look this up. I feel like Rodriguez is the set piece taker. Or maybe it is Lerma. Nah, he's only gotten involved in corners. Yeah, I know he's on international duty. I want to see how he did in these goddamn games, bro. Who took the free kicks here? Oh. Is it Cordoba? Corner, regular play. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know the set piece taker for Colombia off the top of my head. So if you guys know who takes free kicks for Colombia, let me know. Because they're worth a look for first half shots. Okay. Guys, no, like, first names don't fucking help me, man. Like, I appreciate it, but you know, first names don't really do much for me. It is James Rodriguez, so I appreciate you for getting me that info. I did think that he was on all set pieces, so yeah. Rodriguez shots because he's on free kicks. You're right, Stink. Like, not free kicks attempted. You're right. It's not free kicks attempted. But if he buries it into the wall, that's always a shot attempt. They just grade them as shot attempts when you bury them into the wall. The assumption is you're going for net there when you bury it into the wall. So it is a cheap little to get easy shots. You take the set piece taker, you hope the wall stops it, and bam, there's a shot for you. So that's just why I always like looking at guys who take set pieces, especially in matches like this, South American matches where I anticipate a lot of set pieces coming. So yeah, Vinny Jr. to score set at plus 110. That's a number too good to pass on. Rodrigo, I definitely don't hate his silly that they have PK attempted on FB ref, but not free kick attempted. Yeah, you know what else is super silly about FB ref is they don't give you shots or shots on target stats from the PK spot. They don't add them to their stuff. So you really do need to look into that. James Rodriguez, thank you, Mike, and thank you, Zachary Reed. I appreciate it. For Rodriguez as the set piece taker. So yes, I do like that. For a shots look here. Let's see what Rodriguez is. Minus 180 for a shot in the first half. Maybe not worth the juice there. Maybe a good little parlay piece. Plus 270 for 2 or more shots in the first half. Let's see what his full game shots is. Minus 185, probably a little too much juice to drink there, but a good look if you want a full game parlay piece, 2 or more shots. James Rodriguez, 2 or more shots is plus 100 on DraftKings. I'm going to go ahead and lock that in. Shit, I need to deposit over there too. So yeah, 2 or more shots, full game for James Rodriguez. I love that. I love that at plus 100 for the dude who takes all the free kicks. So yeah, I'm gonna lock that in, and I'm gonna go with that. James Rodriguez, 2 shots, full game, plus 100. Luis Diaz, what's his? I like his anytime goal at plus 400. I also am taking him 2 shots first half. Vinny to score assist at a plus number is a must play for me. Paqueta 2 shots, Paqueta 3 shots first half. Rafinha is probably going to suck up some of his volume, and if I get burned on that, then I live with it. I get burned. That's life. Paqueta. And I like Marquinhos for a shot, full game. Marquinhos, big dude on set pieces. I like Danilo as well. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. And then I like Paraguay money line with Bird. Costa Rica just ain't them. So I don't think they're winning that game. And I think Brazil, yes, they do technically need something here to keep the goal differential, blah, 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 and all that stuff. I can see both teams to score here too. Like if you guys are just looking for sides and totals stuff, like I definitely like both teams to score. I kind of like the over 2.5 here. I like a goal in both halves here at -110. I like a goal in the first half for sure. So yeah, goal in both halves at -110 over on Caesars and FanDuel. I think those are good looks. 99 degrees in Santa Clara. Can't imagine playing soccer in that freaking heat. Yeah, I mean, look, it is winter in South America, but a bunch of these dudes play in Spain, South America, overseas. It's hot as fuck in Spain. I'm sure there'll be cooling breaks tonight. There pretty much has to be. So, yeah, I don't. Look, these guys played in worse. They played the World Cup in the fucking desert over in the Arab nations. So, again, they play soccer everywhere all the time, no matter how hot it is. Halftime draw at +100. I don't hate that. Fernando, I think I'm going to play goal in both halves, so hopefully it'll be a 1-1 draw at half with a Diaz goal and a Vinny goal and a bunch of shots. So, yeah, I don't know. I think this will be fun. And if the shot volume comes down here too, like, again, I can live with that. I'm anticipating it coming down. I think we do see a little bit more defense here. These are two good teams that, again, Colombia is top of the group. Brazil is second. Brazil probably wants to top this group. Colombia definitely wants to top this group. So I think we get a good match, and I think it's a lot of fun. So, can Rodrigo score from outside the penalty area? Sure. I don't think he's going to. I think that Rafinha is the guy who's going to jack up shots from outside the box. Rodrigo he's got aerial skills. He's clinical. He can. The thing that's great about Rodrigo is he dribbles past everybody. But you're rarely going to see him hit an outside the box worldie. I'll just let you know that right now. I just don't. That's not his bag. That's not like what he does all the time. And Fernando's exactly right. Very occasionally. So if you're looking for like a long shot, make sure you're getting really good odds on that, Cat. But yeah, that's not super Rodrigo's game. And with how Brazil's set up, I don't think he's gonna attempt too many from outside the box either. So yeah. All right, guys, I got to wrap this up. I am taking but good question, Kat. Thank you for asking. I'm going to be taking tomorrow off. I'll probably be doing 2 Foot Talk with Leg at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to take the Argentine game off on the 4th of July. I like you guys a lot, but I really want to go get plastered at the beach and sit in the sun and play catch and stuff like that. And just get out of the house and stop looking at the fucking computer for a while. So I won't be going live for Argentina versus Ecuador. I do hope that Ecuador bounces Argentina out of the cup. Fuck Argentina. You know the vibes around here. But yeah, I will be back on Friday for Euros coverage at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And then again at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll be going live for Canada again at the 8 o'clock hour for Venezuela versus Canada. So love it. Appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Cheers to you, Stink. Let's have ourselves a nice little nightcap here. My strikeout parlay got home, so I didn't have to deposit while I was doing this broadcast on James Rodriguez. 2 shots on DraftKings plus 200 versus minus 185 on FanDuel. Insane price discrepancy for a guy who takes all the free kicks. So we don't bet on cheaters. Let's go. Good luck. Thank you again for tuning in. Fernandez, Stink, Kat, Myron, Mike, Zachary Reed, 8-Ball, everybody in the chat, Kobe, Greaves, Eddie, Tommy Yarvis, No Round Brown. Appreciate you all. And that's a clean 32 minutes, guys. I'm Burrows, and I'm out. Doses.